Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play. Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker, where for some reason has the map just. No, I still have the map. It's just very dark.
I'll go ahead.
And everyone's just walking for some reason. Have I done something to make them just walk? I don't know. But we're gonna head back. Right, we've only got one thing left to do. If I get rid of all the, yeah. Well, Amiri wants us to kill someone else, but other than that, we can just head back. How about sneak? I'm so sorry. I will try and remember to cut that out. I probably won't. So, well, we've done this now. Don't know why that's not gone away. We've got Amiri. I'm doing that, and then it's just the stolen lands. So let's just go back to. Maybe we should find Nugra. I think we've already done that, didn't we? Because we fought him, didn't we? So we'll go back to Oleg. Oh, I now have a magic short spear. Okay. Oh, I didn't. I thought I'd taken it from his buddy, but I haven't. So we'll head up to the trading post, because I think this session might be more of a kind of cool down almost kind of episode session, whatever. A few videos where we kind of deal with stuff about the new, about the fact we're now in charge because we beat the Stag Lord. I've got a sneaking suspicion that this isn't going to be the end of the game.
Need to catch my breath.
We can probably just push on. Oh, right. Would you like? No. Yeah, we're almost there anyway. Pretty much just on the outskirts. We push ourselves in, and we have our nice beds. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, it's still raining. Of course it is. There we go. Finally, we catches up with you near the trading post. Erdos, can I talk to you? Now the Stag Lord is defeated, you rightfully own the stolen lands. Jamandi Aldori will endorse you and grant you the Baron's title. The girl looks at you with interest and a little apprehension. What will you do when you sit on the throne? Please don't say you haven't thought about it. I'm not worried about it. All that matters is what I'll be getting. Sitting on a throne can be a lucrative occupation. Founding state protecting the common people. I hope you are beside me. I appreciate your help, and I appreciate you yourself. I don't know, because she said she wasn't sure what she felt about that. Shall we go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. Value carefully studies your face in a long time, as if trying to find something. Finally, she gives you a soft smile and shakes her head. I would put down any other man who would say this, but not you. I'm sure you value me, my support, and my military talent. Okay, well, she hasn't decked us, so we are in a fairly decent position, I think. Oh, talk to Oleg. The Stag Lord is gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. And good riddance, maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the stolen lands rather than just surviving, he sighs. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely boost trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Rostov and report your great victory. Ooh. No, I don't think I've got any... I mean, I could go looking for the monster, but we've kind of killed a couple of things for Amiri, and nothing's happened, so... I think that's it. I plan to set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning, but we should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for a journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Rostov. Are we just magically back at Rostov? Tell Jamandi Aldori. Oh, here we are. Oh, we're just straight back.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the stolen lands and return with the Stag Lord's head. But I knew you could handle it. Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler.
So who's Natala Sertova? Sister of King Noleski and one of the most influential politicians in Brevoy. Okay.
But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections.
Is someone gonna die? Is something bad gonna happen at the feast?
Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Kasil, a young half-orc with impeccable poise, performs a textbook perfect bow. I mean, if she means like an ambassador, or is she trying to use this as a kind of Restov has a power, has a degree of influence over this new baron? Yeah, what are you up to?
Yes, you certainly have that right. But tell me, how well do you know Brevoy's history or the current political atmosphere? It won't be an easy explanation.
I think I've read some bits, but I'd like, more detail. Why not? Tell me, what do I need to know about the history?
What's now called Brevoy was originally two different countries, Rostland and Issia. 200 years ago, they were stuck in constant squabbles. Then, Coral the Conqueror showed up and united the two states into one. Such diplomatic tricks are easy to manage when you have dragons at your disposal.
I suppose.
The so-called noble houses of Brevoy, mainly Sertova, Orlovsky, and Lebeda, once ruled over Issia. We, the Eldori, ruled Rostland. The royal house Rogarvia, founded by Coral the Conqueror, forced us into obedience. But 200 years isn't long enough to make peace with such a troubled history. Even 2,000 years wouldn't be enough for us to accept Issian rule.
Oh dear.
Brevoy is a country held together by a thread, and that thread grows ever weaker.
And so you want to strengthen your hand for for what you assume is the upcoming civil war. Right, what do I need to know about the current political atmosphere?
We, the Eldori and the great noble houses, spent 200 years under the rule of invaders, the royal house Rogarvia. We plotted, we schemed, we stabbed each other in the back. But open confrontation was out of the question. But a few years ago, House Rogarvia disappeared. No one knows how or why, but one day, their manors were just empty. And the force that held Brevoy together, that kept us from a bloody feud, ceased to be. Brevoy is currently ruled by the House Sertova, the former kings of Issia. But their power pales in comparison to that of House Rogarvia when they were here. So now, Sertova and Eldori stand facing each other, staring each other in the eye, waiting for the other to draw their sword. It's an untenable situation. No one wants a civil war that would drown Brevoy in blood. But peace between us is also out of the question.
So what do I play?
Rostland wants to regain its independence, and we will regain it. The power the Issians hold over us is humiliating and costly. And the Sertovas won't give us our freedom without a fight. That is, unless there is some external power that can force everyone to sit down and talk. Do you see where this is going?
I'm the external power.
The Stolen Lands are disputed territory. Brevoy can't appropriate them without raising protests from each of the neighboring states. However, if some brave people were to found independent states on that land, it would be another matter entirely. My hope is that you and your future neighbors, Baron Hannes Drelev and Captain Mager Varn, will become our allies. But even your neutrality would introduce a powerful counterbalance to the aggression of the noble houses. Maybe, with your help, the inevitable division of Brevoy can occur without too much pain.
So Mager Varn was one of the other people who came on the night and successfully completed a different task? Because the task was to beat the Stag Lord, and that's what we did. So he must have, or she, must have done their own thing and received the barony. Yeah, don't the Swordlords have any other foreign allies?
We hope to get some help from the Maivani Eldori, the descendants of the Swordlords who have fled from Coral's rage to build a new nation in the south. But the Isians know this well, and are doing everything they can to deny us this help. I won't go into details, but if my intelligence is correct, if a civil war starts in Brevoy, Maivan will be too occupied with its own inner troubles to interfere.
Okay, it's one of the more stable of the River Kingdoms. So, it's another one that they fled to. Began as a refuge for the Aldori Stormlords who fled Rostland during the rule of Coral the Conqueror. Many Swordlords settled there in Maivon, bringing with them the experience and knowledge of the ancient discipline of the Swordlords. Warriors from as far away as Garand make pilgrimages to Maivon to study the secrets. So what part does Restov play in this game?
Restov is a free city, proud of its independence from everyone, including the Aldori Swordlords. But when it comes to Rostland's liberation, our goals align. This whole plan is our joint creation with Lord Mayor Yosef Selemius.
Right. Well, if Natala is already here, why did she let you grant me this title?
Actually, she could still intervene and disrupt the proceedings. But she's a Sertova. Their games are always complex and multi-layered. They're always looking for ways to turn defeat into victory. If she's decided to allow you to become a baron, it means she already has some idea of how she can turn it to her benefit. Let's consider how she could do so.
I mean, basically do the same thing you're doing, send an envoy.
Maybe she understands that Rostland will inevitably separate and she doesn't want a war. In that case, new states in the Stolen Lands give the Isians a reason to sit down and talk without losing face. But that's an optimistic view, and truth be told, it doesn't quite match up with what we've come to expect from the Sertovas. The more likely scenario is that Natala wants to win you over to her side.
There we go.
If war breaks out and at least one of you stabs us in the back, Rostland will be surrounded by enemies. That might be enough to bring about our downfall. But you would fall first, and your newly formed states would be left in ruin. The Isians always like to have someone around to pull their chestnuts out of the fire for them. A piece of friendly advice? Don't do business with House Sertovas, no matter what promises they make you. Any deal with the noble houses is a deal with devils.
And what happens next?
How should I know? We're in the middle of a big game. And today, you move from being merely a piece on the board to being one of the players.
Okay, thank you.
I hope you have a better understanding of what's at stake.
I don't think I do, but alright. Do you already know about my encounter with Tartuccio?
Of course. Keston gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that sly fox Iravetti.
Thank you. I will go and speak with the guests.
Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
Okay. Oh, we're leaving this room. That makes sense. Is it just chat with people? You can drink plenty of expensive wine, stuff yourself with tiny sandwiches, or you can skip the time wasted and make a few useful connections. Guest. Oh, harem. Handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. So you're the famous slayer of the Staglord's gang, soon to be Baron. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander? No name, no title? Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. You see, I'm an heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret, without servants, so I can see it for myself, not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson as you, as an emissary of Brevoy. Refuse, take me instead. Don't look at my age. While I may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. So you're from Restovic nobility. Oh no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting, you could say. I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Oh, so it's, yeah, Restov is the city, right. I'll consider your proposal. Yes, do so. And carefully. Okay. Feast in times of pestilence, a ludicrous attempt to sink into reverie, to digest from contemplating one's own insignificance. Oh, hello. Hannes Drelev. This man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelev. Oh, that's the other guy. And you must be the Stag Lord Butcher? I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But you took out the Stag Lord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations, my landslide to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbours now. Yeah, what did you do to deserve your dominion? I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. You have no army, no special merits. You were just given land for being pretty. Under other circumstances, I would have whipped you for such words, but let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebrations. If you want so badly to measure merits, we can do so another time. Goodbye. Not even deigning to reply, Baron Drelev turns around and looks away. I think we're going to get on with him. Are they up here? Yes. Try the eclairs. They're delicious. Aha, to victory, to freedom! Bottoms up, yes. Truth be told, I'm not really comfortable here. I lost my taste for high society. Yes. There's Vanky Keeg. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, calloused palms. Like the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is the holy symbol of Erastil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory! Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Esvanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil in Restov. Do many people in Restov venerate Erastil? They revere many gods in Restov. They pray to Abadar, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying the stag god has the largest congregation here. And no wonder, people here have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. You seem to be dressed rather simply for such a festive occasion. The corners of the priest's mouth turn up in a faint smile. The nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears a simple robe to stand out from the nobles. Fair enough. Bringing law into the stolen lands is a difficult endeavour. I would be grateful for any help you could spare. This is truly a noble undertaking. I believe our community will be able to provide you with reasonable assistance. We will help you construct a shrine in your capital free of charge. It is an honour to meet you. Erastil keep you.